I feel like we're all getting to the point where we're just a bit over the candy bar phone. It's either we're gonna go to something like this is the Z Fold 3, and I've been using this for almost 2 years now. I've really enjoyed it. Or we're gonna go to something smaller like flip phones, or who knows what else. In any case, I think the small and light phone might be making a bit of a comeback. And then you'd have your wearables, which would act like peripheries to your kind of central communication hub, and this would contain your SIM. Think about what Apple is doing now with the Vision Pro. Certainly the candy bar phone, its days are numbered. And then what we can do from that central communications hub, we can actually customize whatever tech we want to go with that. One place to keep us connected, but all the peripheries for all the different jobs that we need to do. This is the Jelly 2E, and I'm hoping it's going to make me more intentional about the way I use tech. I'm hopeful that I'm going to choose to carry more Eink, because I'll be giving up my massive phone like this. What do we have in the box? This looks like the deets. It does come with a little screen protector, and you can see how small that screen is going to be. A quick user guide and one tiny little phone. That is small. Let's just bring that up in comparison with the Z Fold 3. That is going to be a different experience. Gonna get used to juggling it, I think. I mean, that's pretty much all you get in the box. That's all you need, obviously. You have got a cable there. You have got a little lanyard, so you could actually wear this around your wrist or something. It's that small. Don't think I'm going to be using that. Something in that corner. No, there's no OTG, so there's not likely to be an OTG cable. Yes, it's a bit the sublime to the ridiculous, but it's time for a change. And I can still have a larger screen near me at other times, maybe if I'm at home for watching videos and things like that. So I'm not saying goodbye to that phone, but I'm actually going to bite the bullet here, and I'm going to put my main SIM card into this phone, the Jelly 2E. Let's see if we can get it booted up and get it logged in. So specification wise, is of course, it's not going to be all that impressive. It does have a quad core 1.8 gigahertz processor. It's got 4 gigabytes plus 64 gigabytes on board. It does have the option of either dual SIM or TF card, micro SD. Got Gorilla Glass on front, LCD screen, just 480 by 854 pixels. The rear camera is 16 megapixels, just one. The front camera is 8 megapixels. The reviews I've seen, actually, people don't mind using it for video calls, which is quite fine. You know, and what I'm expecting is for this to make me just as connected, but not as kind of exclusively devoted to my phone. Basic Android startup screen, of course. This is the kind of acid test now. How's it going to be like inputting things like a password into the tiny little keyboard? I also hope a phone of this size will make me a little bit more intentional, because I'll use things like voice typing, because why wouldn't I now? And I'm kind of, because I've got the big keyboard, I'm kind of still doing it with my thumb, and it is slower than actually using voice typing. Voice typing is getting really quite good now. So the point is, if I'm desperate to watch videos, well, I'll watch it on a larger LCD or OLED screen. If I'm desperate to read a book, I won't just read it on my phone because in my pocket. I'll actually reach for something like this wonderful Boox Leaf 2 Eink tablet. Also, I don't know if you've noticed, but the screen on this is finally cracking. I've actually replaced it once already, the screen protector on top at least. I think the screen itself is perfectly fine underneath. But there are things that are wrong with this format, and it's still being developed. So maybe I just want to try going back to this. It does say connected, but then it said it had an issue connecting to it. So we'll see what that might be. More specifications, it's got all the connectivity you'd expect, but it's only up to 4G, I believe, yeah, not 5G. It does have Bluetooth, as you'd expect, GPS. The fingerprint sensor is on the back. It's got G sensor, gyroscope, proximity, ambient light, all these things. It does have USB Type-C, but it's not OTG, it says. It's on the side there, the USB Type-C. Color's silver, only comes in one color. It's fine. And it does come with a jelly case on it. It's a nice wee thing. It might just be a bit of fun, but we'll see if it really changes things. A little while ago, I thought that I was definitely set on using foldable phones, and that was going to be me. That was the form factor that I liked. However, when I did my travel video, I really thought that I was a bit too reliant on this one device. And so actually having something which can connect to other devices like the Eink tablets, I think that's going to help me be more intentional about the way I use tech. I think that's going to help me spend less time on OLED or LCD screens. So I am reasonably excited for the next one, the Jelly Star. That's their next Kickstarter, but I wanted to make a change now rather than October. So that would be the one to look at if you like this phone and actually you want to get behind the next great thing. Then look at their next option, which is the Jelly Star. I don't want to connect, I just want to log in, please, and get it all to pull down from the cloud. It definitely is where it says it is. I mean, I haven't missed a keystroke yet on this tiny little keypad, so we'll see. So the aim is to take an e-reader when I want to read, to take a camera when I want to take photos, to take a sketchbook when I want to sketch, and generally do more on e-ink before resorting to LCD. As I say, this thing does all of those things, but it does none of them the best. It isn't the best place for reading, it isn't the best place for drawing, it's nowhere near as good as the real cameras that I have. So I want to use things for what they're intended, rather than go ahead and just use the thing that's in my pocket all the time. So another bonus might be that I'll spend less time watching YouTube. And the test will be, will I actually, even just around the house, go back to just using this all of the time? Or will I be actually happy using the range of tablets and other things that I've just discussed? Will I be happy using this tiny phone just for things like WhatsApp and messaging, or even for doing internet banking, which is something that I definitely do on the Fold 3. Now this is not an expensive device, it's around £150. I think I went for just shy of that from Amazon. So if this does what it does, then this is going to be a good cost to benefit ratio here. It's all about being more intentional. It's all about using e-ink tablets more often than just doing it on the big phone because it's in my pocket. This Leaf 2 is such a capable tablet, and so is this Nova Air, and so is all of these Boox devices that I'm really loving using right now. I hope to find out which I end up using, and I'm going to really bite the bullet and actually put my own SIM card in here. So I'm going to back it up from the Galaxy Z Fold 5G there. Didn't actually choose what to restore there, but I presumed all the apps was in there, but probably not the photos and things. I'm going to carry this everywhere. I'm going to use it for everything. I hope it means I do a little bit less of some things, and in essence, I stay just as connected. So yeah, let me know what you think of this, and fire in the comments what you want to see in a full review. And as always, you support the channel if you just click like, if you make sure you're subscribed, and you go ahead and share out my content anywhere that you discuss e-ink tablets or tech. And where possible, you'll find affiliate links in the description. Thanks so much for watching. It's just doing all the things you'd expect it to do, right? And as usual, I'll be back with my full thoughts after a week or so of using it.